it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Today we're going to be checking out a Dragapult mirror match. So yeah, if you're afraid of the new format Twilight Masquerade, there's going to be lots of Dragapult mirror matches because Dragapult is one of the strongest decks coming from Twilight Masquerade. We do see some prize cards over here, so yeah, Rotom in the prize cards, Radiant Alakazam for a player, and then the other player has Dragapult, a couple of things. So not too big crazy prize cards except for like the Radiant Alakazam, I would say. So we're gonna be checking out a mirror match of Dragapult. This actually happened during day 2 of the Sapporo Champions League, and I'm very excited to be running through some gameplay because I've talked about Dragapult EX and tier list in the best card video, all of that. I talked about some deck lists, but now let's just take a look at how this deck actually functions in action, so you guys have a little bit of an understanding how these mirror matches typically play out. And yeah, if you're afraid of the mirror match of Dragapult, you're gonna have to get your dice out because the Phantom Dive attack, the second attack of the Dragapult EX, is able to slap 200 damage, and then you can put 6 damage counters wherever you feel like on the opponent's bench. So yeah, sniping capabilities are there, and that's also not being able to get stopped by stuff like Manaphy and the bench barrier. So let's dive into this battle. The opponent on the right side has a Xatu, and the other fella has the Drippy. So also instantly starting with, of course, the Buddy Puffin. Things that can happen in a mirror match is that opponents could be playing something like Enhanced Hammer to get rid of something like a Neo Upper Energy. So the ace-pack card of choice is still up in the air. There's some people playing Prime Catcher, other people are playing Unfair Stamp. There's people playing Neo Upper Energy. Many things to think about, and there's also some people playing Heroescape. So lots of ace-pack card choices for Dragapult, and Arven is the best friend because you can of course get a lot of stuff with the Arven. For example, TM Evolution to get your Dracloak into play. Dracloak is of course a draw engine by itself, being able to look at the top 2 cards of the deck, get 1 to the hand and 1 goes to the bottom of the deck. And also TM Devolution, very strong because as you spread more and more damage with the Phantom Dive, at one point you can devolve the opponent's entire field and take multiple prize cards right there. Yeah, so you should note Dragapult also does not have a single weakness. It is a dragon type Pokemon, so no weakness inside. So both players are playing Radiant Alakazam. You could also sometimes slide in a Radiant Charizard, as the energy requirements for Dragapult EX is Fire and Psychic Energy. And let's see which version this is. This version was with Xatu on the right side of the field, and it's actually both. So yeah, an exact mirror match almost for our Dragapult EX Xatu against each other. So I would say the person going first has the upper hand, but it all comes down to, of course, if there are tech cards being played. For example, Radiant Tsareena is also a Radiant card of choice. That could happen, but both players are playing Radiant Alakazam instead. So attach of the turn to the Drippy, and that's about it. So how to, of course, play with Dragapult is just attach pass, and then the following turn you get Candy, Dragapult EX, and start swinging. You can find Candy with the means of Arven, and you can dig a little bit through as well with Dracloak and its ability. And not on top of that, you also have draw power with the help of Xatu, allowing you to accelerate the Psychic Energy and drawing 2 cards. Okay, let's see what the other player will decide to do. Lots of bling in the deck, that's for sure. A Xatu already popping off. Maybe they're only playing a 2-2 line. No, yeah, I could see. I think a 2-2 line of Xatu is perfect for a deck. You can also try and add in stuff like Pidgeot in the deck. So you have Pidgeot, Dragapult EX, and I also saw people tacking in Charizard EX, maybe only a 1-0-1 line or a 2-0-2 line, just because of the fact that Charizard is a very crazy card in the late game, and you already play Fire Energies regardless. So they're taking a look at their prize cards. Both players play very cool sleeves, I might add. So there's that. I like the Sudowoodo art right there. So they're checking out their tool cards and see what they have access to. They will see that their Radiant card is of course priced. Forest Sealstone also priced. I don't know how many Rotom V they are playing, but there's definitely one of the prize cards. So using the Insta Charge will be less likely. So we do see a second copy of Xatu. I should note that Xatu does not have a lot of HP and can get knocked out by the Phantom Dive rather easily. So they're getting out 2 of them, and they definitely will need to retrieve one of the Xatus or get another Xatu in play. Otherwise, things could go wrong very quickly, as the other Dragapult player will be able to take multiple prize cards very quickly. So we do see a very established board position, doubling up on the Buddy Puffin to get an entire setup. But the scary thing, of course, is that if the other player is able to swoop the opponent from 2 Pokemon already, it will be very difficult to come back from that. Okay, Ultra Ball coming down. What will be discarded? Iono and a Psychic Energy. Here we go. Let's see what they're deciding to get. There's only one way to prevent damage from, something like a Dragapult, and that's with Robska, or that's actually a stage 1 grass Pokemon, which is very hard to get out, or Mist Energy, and then you have to attach to that Pokemon, so kind of interesting. We do see Lumineon V, of course, Luminous Sign, getting any supporter you want from the deck, and the Arven will there be able to get TM Evolution. TM Evolution very strong to evolve one of those Natus already, so you can get Dracloak into play on top of getting a Xatu into play, which is a very powerful move, I might add, just because of the fact that your benched Natu will be evolving, and that also means that they will not take a 2-price KO, as the main attack of choice will be attacking the Natu and then putting 6 damage counters wherever they feel like, but they won't get a knockout because the Dreepies have 70 HP, and they will, of course, get that Xatu into play as well. So we do see attach of the turn on the Natu, and there they go with that TM Evolution. TM Evolution instantly evolving Natu and Dreepy instantly. Okay, that's cool. That's a very great play. So even though they went second, going second has its advantages because you can rely on TM Evolution. Alright, with that being said, let's continue on. 19 minutes left on the clock, so this is a best of 1 showcasing a mirror match between Dragapult. So you have a little bit of an understanding of how it works. So going second, you have TM Evolution. Going first, you'll be the first person to attack, most likely if you do not whiff your rare candy. Okay, Buddy Puffin again. So the buddies are flying out. You do see an unfair stamp in this list, so that's going to be the ace pack card of choice. And they will get Dreepy out. No need to get out Manaphy, I suppose, because that doesn't help in this matchup. So it's just gonna have to be just a lone Dreepy. Maybe another Natu, but that's actually weak and a liability if you're not able to evolve everything. So I just leave it as it is and go with that. Try to evolve Xatu and go with that. Okay, there is an Arven, so they will get Rare Candy and the Dragapult EX, although they will still need Fire Energies, right? So they're eyeing up the Earthen Vessel as well. Did they already have Dragapult in hand? Or and Rare Candy? That's like the biggest thing. They're going for TM Evolution as well. Okay. They could have also gone for the YOLO-ness and gone for Iono to draw into a Rare Candy. Like, most of these lists are only playing 2 Rare Candies. So that's the silly part about all of this. And that's why they have to slowly evolve with the TM Evolution. And you do see that the person going second has now gained the advantage once again because of TM Evolution being able to evolve quicker, and they're going to be able to get the first attack off if they're able to use Xatu onto a Dracloak, attach of the turn, the Fire Energy, and then they can get it off. So we'll see what happens here. There's a Xatu. There's going to be some Psychic Energy Acceleration going around on a bench Dreepy. They get 2 cards. Is it Candy Dragapult? Probably not, but they do have more draw power with Dracloak. Okay, 2 cards, 1 going down to the bottom of the deck and 1 to the hand. So pretty similar to Comfey. Instead, Comfey puts stuff in the Lost Zone. Comfey is a basic Pokemon, so they have the Dragapult, but they do not have a Rare Candy. That's the silly part about all of this. We're gonna have to rely on TM Evolution as well. Okay, now the person on the right actually will be the person having the opportunity to attack first, and I think being able to attack first will most of the time secure yourself the victory. But we'll see. There could be tech cards, there can be TM Devolution, there can be Unfair Stamp, there can be lots of things that could happen. But I would think that the person going first with an attack is probably going to be winning the mirror match. The board state of both players does look pretty nice, and there's also that Lumineon target that could still hinder the other player from winning. So let's see here. Probably starting off with draw power and the Dracloak. 1 card, 2 card, 1 down to the bottom. I would keep the Psychic Energy, as the Psychic Energy can definitely get some more draw power. Oh yeah, I do have the Earthen Vessel, I suppose. What card is that? It is a rescue board or something? I don't know. I think it is. A rescue board? Is that the card? does come back for some free retreat then. Yeah, I think it is a rescue board. It's a golden one. Sometimes you don't see the difference. Yeah, the Earth Vessel gets rid of the rare candy, which is now pretty useless, as you're going to be able to slowly evolve your Dracloaks time and time again. And also they come packed with draw power, which is very good indeed. Alright, let's continue on. The Xatu can then draw as well with its ability. With that Psychic Energy in hand, you're going to get 2 additional cards. The only thing you're looking forward to is, I would say, a Dragapult EX. Is that 2 Dracloak from that? Yeah, more draw power coming here. So Dracloak number 2. 1, 2. Let's see what they get. They have the Temple of Sinnoh, and I think, was it a Nazball? Yeah, the Nazball is probably going to go down to the bottom of the deck. They have Temple of Sinnoh and another Dracloak here. Dracloak number 3. So you see how much draw power. This resembles Gardevoir archetypes so well, because Gardevoir with Refinement did the exact same thing. Draw power, draw power, draw power. So there's that. They're debating on which card to take from the Dracloak. It is going to be... Yeah, they're still debating on which cards they're going to take. They're going to put one card at the bottom, and the card that they keep is a Temple of Sinnoh. Was that a Temple of Sinnoh? They're going to Ultra Ball that away and then get Dragapult EX, get itself into some business here. And then Dragapult, with that Fire Energy, will be able to use its Phantom Dive attack, being able to slap 200 damage. And then, of course, yeah, it spreads 6 damage counters, the most important factor of a deck like this. As mentioned, tech cards could include Scoop Up Net, Radiant Tsareena. All of these cards could definitely help, but we don't think, I don't think that we see that in a list like these. Okay, here they go. The Dreepy will get knocked out. Also a rescue board, making the retreat cost of Xatu 1 less, while of course, yeah, being able to retreat for 1 energy is very nice for on a Xatu. Okay, they take 1 prize card. There they go. I think that was the Rotom that they took. Not that it's going to be any use here. Okay, let's see. They've put 3 damage counters on the Dracloak and 3 damage counters on another Dracloak. They took a prize card, so now it's time for the other Dragapult player to promote a Pokemon. Probably the one... Yeah, the one with an energy, I guess. Okay. There's also going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities activated, so... Ability heavy. The Dragapult deck is very ability heavy. And it is also going to force decks to be playing differently. You're going to have to play 70 HP Charmanders again. You're going to have to play 70 HP Frigibax, even though that does seem very bad for chien-pao. That's exactly what's going to have to happen there. Okay. Some Xatu draw power, or actually, was it... yeah, I think it was Xatu draw power. Also, Xatu going down to the bottom of the deck. There is TM Devolution, so if you spread 3 damage counters, if you do that 3 times, you can devolve the opponent's entire board of the Dracloaks. You can do it 3 times, Phantom Dive 3 times, and then devolve. That could be a way out. Unfair Stamp definitely is a help. Yeah, Dragapult is here. I also see the Fire Energy, so there will be a revenge attack coming. Phantom Dive, and then they will also Phantom Dive themselves. And it looks like they're going to be retreating and attacking with the one that is already damaged, preventing the strategy that I just said with Phantom Dive so they can devolve in the late game. And they're keeping their Unfair Stamp. Okay. And they're doing the exact same strategy. So in the mirror match, it seems you have to target down the Dracloak, attack 3 times with Phantom Dive, and devolve everything to win, right? It's probably going to be the way it goes. Dreepy and Xatu, both useless. They keep the Xatu. Another Dracloak ability. Dracloak going down to the bottom of the deck. Very easy choices sometimes. I also know that the cards that you don't want are on the bottom of the deck, so combine that with an Iono or a Research, you're definitely going to be better off. Okay, Xatu ability. Drawing 2 cards while accelerating energies. There is the TM Devolution. Also, the second Xatu appears right now. Xatu number 2. And they also have Prime Catcher as the Ace Pack card. So that's definitely a difference, because now they can target down the Dragapult that does not have any damage, actually the Dracloak, and KO that, while of course damaging the other fellas a little bit more so they can devolve as the strategy. Take a prize card here easily on Dracloak. 30 damage there, 30 damage there. Next turn you do it again, and then you win by TM Devolution. That's pretty much what it is. Even if they evolve into all Dragapult EXs, you don't care, because if you devolve, you're going to be taking those easy cheeky prize cards and their board will be swooped away. Okay, let's see. I think that's a very great strategy to see how the mirror match actually unfolds. The Arven here, don't know what they want. I think they already had TM Evolution, actually TM Devolution in hand. Yeah, and the Rotom. Not a lot that they really need currently. What? Earthen Vessel, more energies, more draw power because of the Xatu. I think Super Rod is also a great card because you sometimes do burn out of energies because of manual retreat and stuff. They will need to pay that retreat cost there. So there's Earthen Vessel getting themselves Fire Energy, Psychic Energy. So most of these lists are do look a little bit similar. Like the Freedom you have is like the prime, the Ace Pack card of choice, and I think the Radiant card is also up for debate. I would say Radiant Tsareena is great. Radiant Charizard is also not bad, I would say, as well as Radiant Alakazam. They're all like having their own unique uses. Okay, here we go. Xatu number 2, or actually it's Xatu number 1. So many draw power, sometimes you forget what you draw. Okay, another Dragapult appears. That forces them for TM Devolution. Next, actually, in 2 turns. There's still the unfair stamp though, so I think they could have also done, I don't know, the Xatus have too much HP to like target down. They are retreating. Dragapult is here. They have taken the lead, so the person that gets the attack off first has the upper hand. Definitely. It only is not working if the opponent is playing attack cards. Like this time around, they were able to swoop the field of the Dragapults there. So say goodbye. So like 3 damage counter on the Dracloak, and then with some Prime Catcher and Bossasaurus, you can swoop the opponent from all the Dracloak. So that is the strategy. Now there's only a damaged Dragapult, but the Dragapult will be able to attack twice before it gets knocked out. Can they return the favor here? What can they do? Definitely an unfair stamp. Needs to like, there's a Buddy Puffin. Do they still have some stuff left? Manaphy. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they needed Super Rod. They needed Super Rod first before they Buddy Puffin. I don't know if they have stuff to get Buddy Puffin. Actually, to get the Super Rod in hand, like something like an Arven, I would say. Only lone Dragapult here. That's kind of scary. They're just attacking. 203 on the Dracloak. Yeah, it's looking pretty tense. Yeah, both of these Dragapults do look damaged. But can they hang on? Can they hang in there? As soon as they bench a Dreepy, yeah, they would need to bench a Dreepy ASAP. And also, if the opponent is able to use Phantom Dive twice, they take all the prize cards. So I think the game has been played already. I also wonder why they didn't use their unfair stamp. They could also get them an additional hand to potentially find Super Rod. So there were some things that I think could have gone better. Iono. Both hands shuffled up. Go to the bottom of the deck. And player 1 does get 5 cards, while the other one only gets 3, even though you don't mind, because you do have infinite draw power with like Xatu. Although, no, not that anymore, because if you don't have Psychic Energy, the Xatus are pretty useless. So, yeah. They're just gonna swing. 3 prize cards remaining, and that's gonna be 200 and then 6 on the Xatu, paying the way for next turn to win. And I don't know if there is a comeback here. When the Dragapult, like the Dracloaks hit the discard pile, there's no way they can win. The only way they can like do something, I would say, is using Radiant Alakazam, move that damage of the Xatu, put it somewhere else while slapping down a Dreepy. Arven. Is it gonna be unfair stamp? TM Devo. Oh, they can TM Devo both Dragapults while going for the unfair stamp. Oh, that's a powerful move. I'd love to see what happens now. Powerful move in this mirror match. It's far from over, it seems. But yeah, if they devolve both Dragapult, they turn down to little babies. And they take 2 prize cards while an unfair stamp hits them right in the gut. Let's go. This is a very, very skillful play. Their board also does not consist of another attacker, so there's that. They're gonna go TM... No. They didn't slap down unfair stamp because nothing got knocked out. Okay, that makes sense. They cannot slap it down because nothing got knocked out. They maybe needed to do it previous turn, I suppose? I don't know. Let's see, but their hand is also pretty thin regardless. There is a Tatsugiri coming. Tatsugiri is actually allowing them to find... yeah, the Xatus also go back in hand, that's true. The Tatsugiri can get them a supporter if they need one. They would need candy here. There's like 3 Dragapult EXs in hand. There's an Iono and a Sapporo. So the Sapporo will need to get them psychic energies. Maybe 1 fire energy as well, otherwise they will not be able to get the attack up. So there is that. And yeah, the Dreepy is safe for a turn. They're gonna go for a Dracloak instead. Is that the smartest decision? Or I personally would have added in another psychic energy because you do have 2 Xatus. More draw power is better, I suppose. Because they really need to draw into something right now, because if they get bossed up their Dreepy, they're losing the game when we thought it was not possible. Okay. Iono for 3 cards. They need psychic energy. Or maybe they're running out of rare candy. That's why they went for a Dracloak instead to help out with that. So there's a Dracloak and the rare candy. Yo, they had the candy. So I would have gone for like maximum draw power, ensuring that you can still go for candy Dragapult later. So there's a Tatsugiri as the sacrificial pawn here. 6 cards. They need a supporter. What can they get? They get absolutely nothing. So everything gets shuffled up back again. So the cards that were on the bottom of the deck are also reshuffled right now, which is great. This is a very great game to witness. So Dragapult mirror matches, here we go. And I think there's gonna be a pass. If the opponent has Boss Zors, the game is over. They needed more draw power in order... Yeah, there's Boss, that's the game. They will not be able to come back from that. There's no other attacker unless they miraculously play a Radiant Sword, which we don't, which we know they don't. So yeah, the Dreepy getting knocked out while 6 damage counters being spread. Is it useful? I put it on like everything on the... Can you just put it on a Xatu or something? Or will you divide them? Knock it out. Where you put the damage? 6 damage counters. It doesn't matter, right? Just put them on 1 target. That makes sense. And 1 on there. So yeah. Okay, so the tables have turned once again because of a unfair stamp and TM Devo. That is also a key for victory. That is very cool to see. That's how mirror matches play out. Unfair stamp, Radiant Tsareena. These are very crazy tech cards, and sometimes even an enhanced hammer if the other player is playing Neo Upper Energy. There is an Arven. I don't see a world where they can come back from this unless they can knock out... the Dragapult here has 230 damage, so it still has a whopping 90 HP remaining. The other player could also go for the TM Devo and then devolve the Dragapult right there, and then the table has turned once again. So TM Devo also very, very, very powerful in the mirror match. They are eyeing up the TM Devo. This is gonna be nuts. TM Devo, the game changer. And now we are again flipped to the other side where win conditions shift from side to side. Mirror match is going left to right. This is a very skillful mirror match. That's how you can expect Dragapult mirrors to go. Sometimes other players might be playing stuff like Pidgeot, so that's a little bit tense because something like an unfair stamp is not going to be that impactful. But then again, a TM Devo will be more effective right there. The Xatu does have no energies attached. It does have the rescue boards. That's all it has. We will need to see... yeah, there's also Radiant Alakazam that could pack quite the punch. That can move around some damage counters. Okay. Let's see. What's gonna happen now? There's the TM... They're also stuck in the active, by the way. Does Xatu only have 1 retreat cost? Or does it have 2 retreat cost? Yeah, it has. It seems that it has 1 retreat cost. Okay, note that down, folks. They would need... I don't know if they have the energy. Boss's orders to try and trap? I don't even know. They need like Arven for another vessel. There's the pass. No, they didn't work. They weren't able to devolve. And yeah, that's game, set, and match. And that's how Dragapult mirrors work out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of a Dragapult mirror match. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways. You have no idea. We're going to be checking out some more gameplay soon. And we're going to be checking out TCG Live with Twilight Masquerade very shortly. Be sure to check out our sponsors that make the video possible. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use the coupon ZapdosTCG for everything on the website. There's yourplaymat.com to create your own unique custom playmat, PotanStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs, and there is, of course, the CARDMARKET.com website for European players where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon with more content. See you guys then. Peace.